All right, Jules, so much going on, so many
Yes.
quick hits. Barcelona demolished Betis 5-0 as Joao Felix steals the show. Jules, were we both wrong about him?
No, you were more wrong. You were wronger than me.
What?
Can I say wronger?
Oh, yeah, because you were saying, Joao Felix is a great signing. Yeah, let's don't repeat.
No, I'm just saying he's got talent. He can fit if he can fit in this team, and I wanted to see where. And clearly, that left half space is where he's going to be. So not completely wide as a winger, not completely as a second forward next to Lewandowski, but in between. That was I think Betis were really naive to start with. But however, this was a great performance. Like maybe we didn't expect.
Is it maybe the Barcelona's best performance under Xavi? What I find really interesting here is you can fit Joao Felix, and if they play like this, it all works, right? It also worked today because there was no Gundogan, there was no Pedri. You now have a group of front men who, I don't want to say are all on the same level because Lewandowski's will always play. But other than that, you have a bunch of players now. You have to figure out, are you going to rotate? Are you going to make difficult decisions? It takes a lot of charisma to do that.
Yeah.
You have to know what you're doing. It's another challenge for Xavi. If he plays like this, sure, you don't know that he's going to play like that. That's my main issue here.
No, the consistency would be the key here. But the dummy on the Lewandowski goal is beautiful.
And by the way, can we give a shout out to Joao Cancelo as well?
Yeah.
To all the Joao Cancelo haters up there. Come on, man.
No, but hey, listen, what he did on the weekend with the ball going forward is what he's very capable of. The issue was never what to do with the ball in attacking phases. It's always been defensively. That's all. And I think at some point he will struggle a bit more than what Betis had to offer, especially on his side.
Betis were dire.
Yeah, they were. Atletico Madrid gets spanked at Valencia 3-0, and Diego Pablo Simeone says it's probably the worst Atleti performance in the 11 years he's been on the bench. Gab, was he right? Is he right?
Yeah, I mean, look, you get your backside handed to you
by
Ugo Duro, right? I can't go there. I've offended somebody when I suggested he could be an adult actor. On a team that's basically just kids with a fan base that's always unhappy, with an owner who they like about as much as they like syphilis.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. And you come up with such a limp performance. Antoine Griezmann, horrendous. The few times you saw the ball, I thought they were. I thought they were shaky.
Yeah.
I thought they were lacking in intensity. Really, really naive. Hey, the Cholo called
It happens now and again, you know. Mason Greenwood makes his debut for Getafe, who beat Osasuna 3-2. Gab, what was the crowd reaction like?
I'd say it was predictable. If you're a Getafe fan, certainly, they applauded when he came on. He's their player now. He's their issue. I think they do know what happened.
Yeah.
Not helped by the fact, by the way, that
Osasuna fans
singing.
I mean,
Well, people in the English media made a big deal. Oh, look, they're all singing Greenwood muerte, which means die Greenwood. Yeah, they sing that about most opposing players who they don't like, regardless of whether they have the past that Mason Greenwood does.
True.
A couple things worth remembering here. One is Getafe said that Mason Greenwood was basically found innocent, which not true, or found not guilty. Not true. It's important to note that. Secondly, Bordalas, and he had to apologize for this. I don't know what goes into that man's head because I don't understand him. But he said, oh yeah, Mason Greenwood, he had a lot of talks with Jude Bellingham who persuaded him to come over. I don't know how Mason Greenwood, I mean, maybe he knows Bellingham maybe from England duty.
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe. But Bellingham's people, I would assume it's their people or Real Madrid, said, no, issue correction. Bellingham has not spoken to Greenwood about this. And Bordalas, I made a mistake. Greenwood, whatever.
So weird.
Sevilla win their first game of the season against Las Palmas 1-0 after three straight defeats. As Sergio Ramos makes his debut.
Yeah.
Jules, this is where the turnaround begins, right?
Well, I don't know yet. I mean, he made that lovely block where he threw his body himself with his number 4 and kind of a mullet haircut and blocked the ball, to be fair. It was not a very good game. Sevilla were not very good. They won. Luke Bacchio scored his first goal on his debut coming off the bench. Good. I think, again, all they wanted, all that Mendilibar cared about was to win this game. Las Palmas, by the way, who flew over to Sevilla, as you know, on a normal flight, except that 15 of their players from the squad decided to go for a late coffee just before boarding, then got the wrong direction in the airport, missed the flight. So the club had to charter another flight just for those 15 players to finally get to Sevilla. Otherwise, they missed the flight. How can you miss a flight when you're not like a grown-up?
Also, frankly,
Going to a game.
Sorry, with all due respect, right? 15 of them missed it. Others were there, and presumably the coaching staff is there on the flight. If you look
no
around,
mobile phones to say like, "Hey, where's Pedro, Javier, and Paul?"
Exactly.
Like, come on.
I don't get that, right? I mean, whatever.
I don't know. Anyway.